Let us now start with brand new lesson that would be on generating ideas and solving problems with ChatGPT. So today we will explore how to use ChatGPT as a powerful tool for generating ideas and solving problems. Whether you are tackling academic challenges, work-related projects, or personal dilemmas, ChatGPT can help enhance your creativity and find innovative solutions. So let's begin. The basics of idea generation. Idea generation is all about creativity and the diversity of thought. We will start by discussing different techniques for brainstorming and how ChatGPT can simulate a brainstorming partner to help expand your thinking. That's how a typical brainstorming session looks like when done without ChatGPT with your team members. So using ChatGPT for brainstorming. Let's put ChatGPT to the test and I will show you how to use ChatGPT to brainstorm ideas for a new marketing campaign. You will see how to prompt ChatGPT to think outside the box. And now let's interact with ChatGPT Live, asking it to generate creative marketing ideas for a SaaS product and how to refine the prompts based on the initial responses to dig deeper. So that's how my ChatGPT screen looks like, and I am now asking ChatGPT to generate creative marketing ideas for my SaaS product that helps users in marketing automation, landing pages, and funnels. Let's see the response. Hello, Savan. Here are some creative marketing ideas for your SaaS product that focuses on marketing automation, landing pages, and building funnels. The first one is to have interactive webinars and live demos. The second one is to have case study campaigns. Third one is to showcase the interactive content tools, creating tools like ROI calculators, quizzes, or interactive infographics. Fourth one is for influencer collaborations. Fifth one is about content marketing with a twist. Sixth one is for the gamification of user experience, that is implementing gamification elements in our product usage. For example, users could earn point for every landing page created, every automation setup, and so on. Customer-led tutorial series, industry-specific templates and guides, and virtual reality marketing experience. So these are some of the creative ideas that ChatGPT has suggested on what we can do. Now let us dig in deeper with any one of the points that ChatGPT has suggested, which could be content marketing with a twist. So start a blog or a video series that not only talks about marketing automation, but also ties in unexpected topics. For instance, relate marketing automation to popular culture, psychological principles, or current global events, making the content more engaging and shareable. So, like I said, I find the fifth point to be interesting. Can you explain the same with a real life example where it talks about popular culture or current global events? Now it would give me some creative marketing ideas based on the inputs that I give it further. So the first one is to integrate GOT into content marketing for a SaaS product. Now how we can integrate it is what the next set of text going to be about. How can we execute it? So a blog series on houses of the marketing realm, social media campaigns with the hashtag marketing is coming. So all of this is connected to GOT. Interactive webinars, strategize like a king. Email campaigns, again, messages by Raven from GOT again. The impact, the engagement would be better, shareability would be better, brand personality would get a major impact. So by weaving elements of GOT into your marketing content, you not only capitalize on blah, 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 blah. So awesome. Now give me an example with some current events. Now what could be a current event? So let's take a recent global event like the widespread shift towards sustainable practice and use it to craft an engaging marketing campaign for your SaaS product focused on marketing automation, landing pages, and building funnels. So sustainability, that is green funnels for a greener planet. That could be one of your idea behind marketing. What more could be one of the most relevant global event that's happening around us? One that is very common is talking about recession and building our marketing campaign around recession. So next, I would further dig in and ask, let's say, the recent global event to be people talking about recession. And let's see what creative inputs ChatGPT provides us for building our marketing campaign. Utilizing the discussion around economic uncertainty and the possibility of a recession, can be a powerful context for marketing your SaaS product, especially since businesses are looking for ways to streamline operations and maximize ROI during such times. An example and how to execute the same with a blog series, a social media campaign with a hashtag, a webinar series, interactive tools on landing pages like ROI calculators. What else does ChatGPT have for us? Okay, nothing else. So the impact, the relevance increases, the engagement increases, the brand positioning gets better with this. Now that we have brainstormed some out of the box creative marketing ideas, we understand how do we do problem solving with ChatGPT. Moving on to problem solving, ChatGPT can assist not just by answering direct questions, but by helping you structure complex problems. And now for that, let's tackle a common business problem as an example. So our current average response time to customer service inquiries is 48 hours, leading to customer dissatisfaction and potential loss of business. Our goal is to reduce the average response time to under 24 hours without compromising the quality of our responses. So break down the above problems into manageable questions. So this is a problem that I have in hand. Now I want to break this down into manageable questions. That is, what are the things or what are the questions that I should be asking myself in order to tackle the biggest problem that I have. So I do about the current process analysis, resource evaluation, technology and tools, staff training and support, response prioritization, feedback and continuous improvement, and benchmark and goals. So these are a few questions. What is the current process for handling customer inquiries? What steps in the process takes the longest time and why? So these are the answers that I can give the best about my business. Awesome. Now that we know the questions to be asked, what would the solutions be that you would suggest for each of the problems? So let's see now. You have the answers to the questions and what are the solutions to those problems now. So current process analysis, the first one was that. So streamlining of workflow, use of technology. The second one was resource evaluation. The solution is around optimized staffing and increasing flexibility. Use of technology and tools, leverage advanced CRM tools, automation and integration. Staff training and support is another solution where we enhance training programs, support teams with knowledge bases. Response prioritization, implement prioritization algorithms and develop quick response templates. Feedback and continuous improvement, regularly collect customer feedback and implement performance metrics. Benchmarking and goals, set realistic targets, regularly review and adjust. So by systematically addressing these areas, you can significantly enhance your response efficiency and maintain or improve the quality of your customer interactions. Now that we have done this problem listing and problem solving, we can also enhance our creative thinking. How do we do that? Yes, ChatGPT can also help you enhance your creative thinking, and I'll teach you techniques to use ChatGPT for expanding your creative output, such as asking for analogies, exploring hypothetical scenarios, or pushing boundaries with what-if questions. Things that you might even know of, things that you might even have never thought of could be used as an analogy or as a hypothetical scenario. Let's see how to use ChatGPT to ask for analogies, explore hypothetical changes to business models, and create what-if scenarios to challenge the status quo. So I start with give me an analogy. 2. Explain the concept of scalability in SaaS-based marketing automation to a non-technical audience. So an analogy I find effective for explaining scalability in SaaS-based marketing automation to a non-technical audience involves thinking about it like a city bus system. So imagine your marketing efforts as a city bus service. Initially, the city is small with only a few buses needed to transport a manageable number of passengers. This setup works fine when the demand is low, similar to a small business managing its marketing manually or with basic tools. So this is the entire scenario, an analogy. Now, thanks. Can you provide a simpler analogy that relates to everyday life or everyday activities? And I think we would. Let's use the analogy of a home kitchen to explain scalability in SaaS-based marketing automation to a non-technical audience. Think of your initial marketing efforts as cooking a meal for yourself at home. When you are just preparing food for one or few people, your kitchen setup is more than enough. You can manage with your regular stove, a few pots and pans, and your usual cooking tools. Now imagine you need to cook a meal not just for yourself, but for a large family gathering. And so on. It keeps explaining or describing what that analogy could be and how you can improve your creative thinking. It's awesome. Now let's move to hypothetical changes. Let's think of what possible changes can happen. One of that could be what could be the impact if we switch from a subscription based pricing, a subscription mode, to a usage based pricing. Let's say we sell SaaS on a subscription based pricing where it's $200 or $500 a month. And if we change it to a usage based pricing, what would the possible impacts be? So, in a hypothetical scenario that I give to ChatGPT and I get the response, it beautifully defines what the pros and the cons would be around this change: customer attraction and satisfaction. What are the pros and what are the cons? Revenue predictability, what is the pros and what are the cons? Customer usage and engagement, again, what are the pros and the cons? Cost management and transparency, the pros and the cons. Market positioning and competitiveness, customer life cycle and churn, and so on. Let's dig deeper into this with our next question. What are the potential risks and benefits of moving to a usage-based pricing over subscription model? It gives a more clear input. We give a more clear input to get a clear output on what are the potential risks or benefits. So it talks about the benefits first, and then it would talk about the risks that are there. So the pros and the cons that we just had in the last prompt, it is explaining the same thing but in a different way. So these are all the risks, from revenue predictability, customer retention challenges, complexity in billing and customer support, potential for a bill shock because of the usage-based pricing, inhibited customer growth and initial customer acquisition. These could be the possible risks around moving to a new or hypothetical change of moving from subscription-based model to a usage-based model. Now, let's move to the what if scenarios. What if this happens, or what if that happens? What would happen if this happened? So what if a major tech company decides to enter our niche with a competing product? So what if? So if they enter, these are the things that would happen, that might happen. So increased competition is obvious. Pricing pressure with a market leader entering, a major tech company entering, would be there for sure. Higher customer expectations, yes. Market share erosion, obviously that would be there. And it also then comes up with the strategic responses. With what should we do about the what if scenario? That would be to differentiate our pricing, offering, leverage agility, strengthen customer relationships, and so on. Focus on quality and value, partner strategically, marketing and brand positioning, investing in marketing, review pricing strategy, consider flexible pricing strategies that can accommodate a wide range of customers or offer complete loyalty. And then it also gives us the impact: market research, innovation focus, and customer feedback. Now, what would be the potential strategy? Again, we are asking to get more clarity on what are the possible potential strategies for me based on the above. So given your background and expertise in recruitment for AI and tech companies, coupled with the focus on using marketing automation and CRM tools, you are well positioned to tackle competition from a major tech company entering your niche. Here is a potential strategy for you. So it asks me to deepen my niche focus, get into expert content creation, personalized engagement, customer success stories, forming alliances, collaborations with educational institutions, subscription-based services, custom recruitment solutions, reinforcing brand identity, targeted advertising, leveraging AI and automation, data-driven decision making, and more. Now, what would the market reaction be if a major tech company comes in as a competitor? If we implement the strategies above, the market reaction would be increased loyalty and satisfaction, referrals and testimonials, attract new business, perceived as a premium provider, push for differentiation, increased competition in niche areas, broader recruitment industry, overall market perception, and so on. So it would depend on what you are asking, what industry you are targeting, and so on. Now the next question would be, what internal adjustments will I have to make to get to that position where I can beat my competitor? As you adopt to the strategies we discussed for positioning your recruitment agency against your major tech competitors, the internal adjustments that I will have to make is around upgrading my systems, integration of tools, skill enhancement of my team, hiring specialists in place of having generalists, refining the marketing strategy, enhancing communication plans, process optimization, performance metrics, budget reallocation, financial forecasting, culture of innovation in our company, employee engagement, enhanced support systems. So these are all the internal adjustments that we will be having to make to beat the competitor. And that's how extensive ChatGPT has been. If you can relate even a bit to the marketing and SaaS, this is what the answer is. And this is equally true for whatever you ask ChatGPT. Now, collaborative problem solving is the next thing that we will want to talk to. Whether you're working with a team or seeking feedback from various stakeholders, ChatGPT can help facilitate and simulate multiple viewpoints. Let's now use ChatGPT to simulate a group brainstorming session, showing how it can offer diverse perspectives and help mediate discussions by providing neutral, informed inputs. The next prompt that I have for ChatGPT is, our goal today is to brainstorm innovative features that help improve communication and productivity for remote teams using our SaaS platforms. So with this goal in place, with this goal in our mind, and let's say we come up with adding AI-based task prioritization that suggests tasks based on urgency and team capacity. And I would ask ChatGPT now to do some brainstorming based on the inputs I have received from my team, and I would ask ChatGPT to add some more options or suggest some more ideas in addition to whatever our team has brainstormed. So the team brainstormed to add features like integrating contextual awareness, integrating with personal and team calendars, predictive time estimation. So this might be a little technical for you if you do not understand marketing automation and SaaS. But yeah, these are some of the ideas that the team brainstormed and came up with. Feedback loop mechanism is the fifth one. Now I would ask ChatGPT to add some more to the above list. What more features can be added to the above? Now, ChatGPT is giving me two different responses, and based on the responses that I see, I would select one that looks better to me. So I chose the first one, and it continues generating the text for the first one. What are the other ideas that I can have in my SaaS product? Now, once we have these, now let's say the team comes up with some privacy concerns because we are doing things around collecting people's data information. There will privacy concerns be coming up. So now say the team comes up with some privacy concerns when implementing the seed features to our SaaS. What are some privacy safe ways to implement data tracking in our new feature? Very interestingly, ChatGPT will now suggest us what should we do about the privacy concerns that the team had. So collect only necessary data, so that is minimize the data that we are collecting. Take the user content every time we do something. Consent. Have the privacy policy updated every time you do some change. Anonymize data, pseudonymize data. If anonymization is impractical, consider pseudonymization, which involves processing data in such a way. Non-secure data storage, encryption, and regular security audits. Limit data access, rule-based access control, least privilege principle. Establish clear retention periods, regular data reviews and deletion, access to data, data portability, opt-out options, GDPR and other regulations, and more. So these are the privacy safe ways that we can implement based on the ideas that we just brainstormed. Now let's ask for some what if scenarios like we did in the previous one. Let's ask for some what if scenarios. Like what if our main competitor launches a similar feature we before we do. So if your main competitor launches a similar feature before you do, it can present both challenges and opportunities. So that starts with evaluating their offering, a comprehensive analysis and a customer feedback, differentiating your features, so adding a unique value and innovating, bringing in some innovation, speeding up the launch, doing a beta testing, focusing campaigns, leveraging case studies, engaging with your community, customer support. So these are a few things that we can do to compete with a competitor who launched the same feature before we did. Yes, awesome. Now with good amount of information, summarize the ideas that we brainstormed or the ideas generated during the brainstorming process and suggest some potential next steps. Okay, now ChatGPT would summarize all that we discussed, starting from AI-based task prioritization, integration of contextual awareness, integration with personal and team calendars, predictive time estimation, employee skill matching, and a feedback loop mechanism. Additional features that ChatGPT suggested was real-time collaboration tools, advanced visualization, AI-driven rule optimization, enhanced file management, and so on. Now it also gives me the next steps, that is feature development and testing, market and competitive analysis, marketing and communication, security and compliance review, and so on. So these are the suggested next steps once we have done the brainstorming with ChatGPT. Now this brings us to the end and the conclusion and Q&A. So as we wrap up today's session, think about how you can apply these techniques in your own context. So I gave a very vague example of marketing automations and SaaS. You can take it anything, be it academics or be it your personal life or be it about your professional life, whatever life scenario you are struggling with, you can brainstorm those ideas with ChatGPT. Now, I would like to hear any questions you have, or if there's a specific scenario that you would like us to explore together using ChatGPT, ask me in the Q&A section or follow me or join the Facebook group that we have. An interactive activity for you where I would ask you to submit problems or projects that you are currently working on and use ChatGPT Live to brainstorm and solve these issues collaboratively and share that with me on how you did and what you did. So, thank you for joining today's session. Remember, the key to effective idea generation and problem solving is openness to exploring new avenues. ChatGPT can be a valuable tool in your toolkit for navigating these challenges. See you the next time where we will dive into using ChatGPT for more creative endeavors. Until then, have a great and a wonderful day.